Video blog there with my
oh, do you?
With my little flip cam.
Oh, okay. Okay, to begin with, just pronounce your name first and last and spell both, please.
Okay, Doug Collins, D-O-U-G-C-O-L-L-I-N-S.
Okay, so you run a business out of your home now. Walk me up to how that came to be.
Well, I'm originally from Halifax, Nova Scotia, and I worked for a company there for 16 years. And I was recruited by a competitor to come to Moncton. We were setting up a national corporate office here, and we ran that here out of the Moncton area for about 6 years. And then through alignments, corporate alignments in North America, and some selling off part of the business here in Atlantic Canada, my job became redundant here in Atlantic Canada, so my position was terminated actually 2 years ago to this day, and that's what brought me to becoming self-employed.
That must have been. Now, had you any experience in, working for yourself or working from home prior to that?
Yeah, I actually ran some part-time businesses from home, sort of that Plan B type business. When I wasn't working full-time, in the evenings and weekends, I was running a small home-based business. Typically for a little extra income for the family, for the tax benefits as well. So I did that on and off for probably about 15 years.
So you found yourself out of work, and when you received the news that your position had been eliminated, just initially, what was going through your mind?
Well, when I first found out, it was earlier in the year, around the September time frame, and I knew at the end of the year my position was ending, and it was, at first it was a little bit of panic. What do I do? Single father with 3 kids, I'm the sole income earner of the household, and, I did have a part-time home-based business, so it was, what are my options here? When looking at sort of my career paths, if I would continue in my current work, it would lead me to Toronto or the United States, and, if I would have jumped into another career, it would have been, a significant decrease in pay, seniority, and all those types of things. But, my burning desire has always really been just self-employed, working from home. That was always what I wanted to do. And over the last number of years, just through some of the stresses from the corporate world and everything, that desire just continued to burn deeper and deeper. And that's what led me to making the decision that, I'm not going to go back into the corporate world. I'm going to create my own future, create a whole new financial future for my family, and that's what I've been doing for the last 2 years.
Now, the green tea, you weren't already doing that, were you? Like you said, you had a home business, but was it the green tea business?
Yeah, it was actually the company that we represent, Unedity International, have some wonderful products, and earlier this year they just launched a new product in Canada called BioSlife Matcha. And it's a green tea product, but it's a matcha green tea, which is a higher form. It's 10 times the nutrient value of regular green tea. So everyone's familiar with the benefits of green tea. So we have something that's very unique, that only we have. It's proprietary to us. It's a great product. Typically, matcha doesn't taste very well. Our company has actually formulated with some blueberries and pomegranates, giving it a really nice flavor. It tastes well, so it's easy to mix. It comes in a single packet serving, so it's, I call them lifestyle packs. So you can rip it open and just pour it in your water bottle. It's great. Take it to work, put it in your purse. Great for going to the gym. There's no preparation that's typically found with the matcha products.
Now, was it okay when you realized that you no longer had a job? Was it scary to think, okay, I'm going to devote all of my time to this home business?
Yeah, it was, and it was pretty scary because you're relying on yourself. It's no more regular paychecks, no more benefits, dental plans, all that kind of stuff. So you're kind of walking away from, let's call it a security, so to speak, as secure as that corporate world is, to something. It's all on you now, and typically the world would look at you and say, well, what are you doing? Why aren't you finding another job? Why aren't you moving your family? Why aren't you doing those things? And and I just had this burning desire. I was going to do it, and I'm not stopping. And I'm very excited about what I'm doing. I'm very excited about this matcha product, bringing it to Atlantic Canada. So it's it's the leaders who develop the market that will reap the rewards. And even with the matcha being so new, it's just very exciting. So for me, I'm just excited to get up every day. I'm just excited to work from home. It's the lifestyle. I don't need to pick when I want to take vacation. I just go. If I want to take a few days off for I'm also available here when my kids need me for driving them to, errands and things like that. So I'm just able to work the hours that I want when I want to work. So it's that freedom, and going into 2013 is my third year, and the last 2 years have really just been the best years of my life. My health has improved, my energy's better. I've lost 60 pounds. Just life is great. I'm just enjoying it much more.
Doug, so 2 years in, you've been doing it full time for 2 years. With the knowledge you have now, in terms of maybe offering tips to somebody considering starting up their home business, with the knowledge that you have now, what might you have done differently 2 years ago?
Well, I think that I don't know if there was anything really I would do differently. The advice that I would give is really find something that's a low investment, something that really you're investing more of your time and your skills, and develop new skills. The key is connecting with a mastermind, connecting with an inner circle group, because working from home can typically be alone. It can be scary. There's no one really to connect with other than sort of reaching out and finding customers. So it's I'm excited about the network marketing profession, because you do connect with a mastermind group. You have coaching and training. You have a support infrastructure there. So my advice to anyone looking at it is look for something that's a low investment, that little overhead, little ongoing costs. It's really developing some skills and putting some time and effort, and about growing a marketplace and making a market aware. Similar to matcha, and just bringing it to the marketplace and showing people that there is an opportunity. There's some freedom out there that can be found, whether it's full-time or part-time.
If you had to go back and work 9 to 5 in an office building downtown somewhere, could you do that today, now that you've experienced 2 years of not doing that?
That's a very good question. I don't think I could. I don't think I would fit in that corporate structure anymore, whether it's a small business or a corporate world. Just the freedom that I have, it just wouldn't afford me that. And really knowing what I know now, and despite what we see in the economic conditions, there's tremendous opportunity out there for anybody to make an income from home, whether it's full-time or part-time. So I just don't see me ever having to need to go back and do that, but I don't think even if I had a choice, I wouldn't.